A lot of us spend on average 3 hours and 15 minutes a day on our phones. The new generation are becoming more and more aware of the digital world. With lockdown meaning our lives and education is now more virtual than ever, this can have a massive impact on our lives. With TikTok becoming the most popular platform, you can become viral overnight. I spoke to Bethany Blissett, who was no stranger to this.
Hi, I'm Bethany Blissett and I am 18 years old.
And so, I know obviously you have loads of different platforms that you are on. What's, your main one that you find you have the biggest following?
I think my main one is probably TikTok.
How many followers do you have on TikTok?
73,000.
When did you, first get this many? How old were you?
So, in January last year, I was on 63 followers. And then in lockdown, I started a little group chat with my mates called KG Island, and it was like a fake TikTok Love Island, and that's when I started gaining followers. So I went from 63, and then in the May I had about 20,000.
And what kind of content do you mainly produce on the platforms? Is it videos or pictures?
Oh yeah, it's mainly just videos, dancing, lip syncing, just talking to your followers. Make sure they're happy.
Is it crazy to you that people will just watch you just lip sync and stuff?
A little bit, yeah.
When was the first time you had a video or a post blow up?
I think it was June time. I had a video blow up which was about having good luck on a Wednesday, and I don't know why it blew up, but it did.
Do you ever receive horrible comments or negative ones?
Definitely, yeah. There's definitely the odd couple that will something to say. Even when it was good luck on a Wednesday, people will come back and be well, I didn't get luck, so you're lying. And I'm I'm not fortunate. The TikTok.
So has there ever been a comment that's really got to you or upset you?
Well, I compared to a lot of my other influencer friends, and I've even had one death threat, just one, and that's probably the worst thing that's happened. But I think that's probably the worst. So I can't imagine bigger influencers must get tons of hate and all
that's
of that.
Thing, in comparison, it's why are they sending it? Do you know what I mean? Just one comment can really tip someone over the edge. It's not very nice. You often find that you're maybe I am an influencer because you have all these followers.
I don't know, sometimes I consider myself a bit of an influencer when, I don't know, when brands contact me and they're we're looking for influencers to promote us, and it's okay, I guess I can't a little.
Yeah, that's nice though, because it's not you don't post a lot, you post all the time, so it's you're working hard for it, do you know what I mean? In comparison to other influencers, do you ever find that you put yourself down because of how well they're doing or what kind of attention that they get?
100%, and I think everyone who is kind of an influencer looks at themselves and compares themselves with other people. It's am I doing wrong that is stopping me from gaining followers like they do? If I posted the same thing as them, why would people not react in the same way?
In hindsight, if you were going to go back before you had all these followers or anything, is there anything that you wish that you knew before you started doing it?
I don't know, probably just how easily you can get cancelled, or you can lose all your followers from making one mistake. And obviously being a teenager, you do sometimes make mistakes and people will literally cancel you over the smallest things.
I also spoke to Natalie Kumar, who averages at about 1,000 views per video on her YouTube channel.
My name is Natalie Kumar and I am 32 years of age.
What is your main platform that you kind of share posts on?
The main platform, I guess my biggest platform is YouTube, but my most interactive platform I think has to be Instagram.
Yeah. And how long have you had the YouTube and the Instagrams? When did you set them up?
Oh, that's a very good question. I think I've had YouTube since probably about 2011, 12. I think I've had it for quite a long time. I've had Instagram since 2010, I want to say.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I know, a very long. Instagram's been around for a very long time.
And why do you think that YouTube and Instagram are your most interactive platforms?
I guess I get more reach on YouTube as well. YouTube, it doesn't just get to people who are following you. The great thing about YouTube is the way the algorithm is set up. It will show your videos to people who are looking for the same sort of content that you're looking for. And Instagram is my second biggest because there's more of a community on Instagram, and I guess I can have more personal relationships with the people who follow me on Instagram, so that's pretty cool.
And what kind of content do you produce? Can you tell me a bit more about that?
So I do a lot of beauty content, just like reviews and things like that, especially for makeup for black skin in the UK, just because the offering is a little bit different. There's not a lot available in the UK for black skin in terms of swatches or just to see if anything sort of suits your complexion.
Yeah.
So I try and do a lot of that on my platforms.
When was the first time that one of like your YouTube videos or your Instagram pictures that really kind of popped off?
Oh, I think Instagram was a lot easier back in the day, actually. So it was easy to sort of, there were less people on it, obviously, because it was ages ago. It was like 11 years ago. So it was really easy to get sort of like a platform. But I remember on YouTube, I think about 2 years ago, I did a review for Fenty Beauty when it first released. And that one has been my most successful video to date. People are still leaving comments on it. So that's when I was like, oh wow, like I had like a ton more people watching my content just from that video alone.
How many views did you get on it?
Oh, I think I have like maybe 100,000 now,
That's so
or something
good.
along the lines of that. Yeah, something like that. But it was 2 years ago, but people are still commenting on it to today, which is mad to me. But if it helps, it helps, you know, that's the main thing.
And like on these videos that like you got more the likes on or more views on, what kind of comments did you get? Were they all positive?
Yeah, I mean, a majority of them are super positive. I do, you know, you get one or two negative ones, like, oh, I don't like when you speak like that. I think someone left a comment which still makes me laugh. They were like, on one of my YouTube videos, they're like, great video, but you need to remove your tongue ring. Back in the day, I had a tongue ring, and I was like, that's weird comment, but okay.
Yeah, like that doesn't concern you. Oh,
I know exactly, you know, but that's what you put yourself up for when you're on the internet.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that you have to live by their rules, but if it's something that I don't like, I just delete it. Like, I'm small enough to be able to go through and delete any comments that are not helpful, or, you know, people say I talk too fast or I talk too much.
Is there ever been like a comment that's like kind of really hurt you and been like, oh, maybe I don't want to do this anymore?
Everybody's really quite supportive. The people who do leave comments it's not comments that would make me feel like I wouldn't need to do it again. It's like sort of spammy comments or comments that really have no bearing or no weight. I do, when people get bigger and there's more attention brought to them, I know that they can get a lot of stuff. And it is the stuff that they get, I don't even know how they deal with it, because I'm not experiencing anything on that level. It's actually quite appalling.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I always see them and I'm like what like possesses you? You think, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna comment to say like how fat and ugly she looks because like, I'm bored. I'm like, weird? Like, what's the actual
it
point?
makes no sense. And the thing is, a lot of those people are people who are sitting at home. You know, they're not looking after themselves. And it's like, you don't really, I think it's just a thing of control nowadays.
Yeah, I feel like you compare yourself to other people that are kind of doing the same thing as you, like beauty reviews or same Instagram content.
Oh yeah, all the time. I don't think you can be on Instagram and any social media and not do that. Even if you try hard not to, you will always end up doing that. So I do that a lot. To be an influencer in today's world, you need to post every single day. I can't be on YouTube or Instagram every single day. I just can't do it. It's not feasible for me to do it, because otherwise I'm going to spend all my time on there thinking that I don't look like this, I don't look like that, I don't have the hourglass body shape, I don't, have the, and it's not good for me. Yeah. So literally, I'm like, I'd rather have less followers and, post when I feel like it, rather than to feel the need to be posting every single day.
And lastly, I spoke to Imogen Fitzgerald. Although she doesn't have a larger following, she has had a video blow up on TikTok. We spoke about her experience of this.
name's Imogen Fitzgerald and I'm 20 years old.
And what is like your main platform that you have the main followers on?
Instagram.
And how many followers do you have on it, roughly?
About 1,500.
Cool. And is there any other platforms that you like to post on like quite regularly?
Anything I post on Instagram, I usually post on Pinterest. And I used to post quite regularly on TikTok, but I don't anymore.
And when did you first have like a post on one of your platforms that like blew up, would you say?
Probably TikTok. It was just the one, and I think it got like 170,000 views and about 26,000 likes, but that's just been the only one.
And what was the post that blew up? Can you like tell us a bit about it?
So basically it was in the summer and I had a full length mirror, and what I did is I got builder's like foam and it expands, and what I did is I put it all over the edge of the mirror and it expanded and it kind of had like a cloud effect, I suppose you could say, and I just filmed the process and I suppose people liked it.
And when it blew up, did you get like, was it all positive comments or were there any like negative comments on it?
I think a lot of it was positive, which I was quite surprised at. I think I only noticed one that was negative, and I think it was just kind of saying how it was quite funny that I'd taken a full-length mirror outside into my garden. It was quite funny, but still I was a bit like, no need for that. But it didn't bother me too much.
Yeah. And in like all your posts, obviously on Instagram and TikTok, have you ever had like any negative comments that have really got to you?
No, I don't think I've got any negative comments before, which I'm quite happy about.
Do you think that's because like, not because you don't have a bigger following, but in comparison to other influencers, do you feel like it's because your following's smaller and more?
Yeah, definitely. I think because I don't post as like an influencer, like I don't give my opinions on things, like anything I post is just like my personal life. I never give like recommendations or anything that really anybody could have an opinion on, so I think it would be quite weird if someone did have a negative opinion on something, because I don't post anything to really have an opinion on.
And do you like, because obviously I know you post quite regularly on Instagram, do you ever feel like you compare yourself to other people that try to do the same, so post regularly like fashion and like lifestyle?
Yeah, definitely. I'm quite particular about what I post. Like I do have like a certain aesthetic and a plan to what I post and how it will look. So I do compare myself to other people on Instagram who have like a bigger following, or like in my opinion, like maybe have a better layout of their feed and stuff. So I do definitely compare myself to other people.
Is there anything that you like wish you knew before starting it, like the upkeep of your social medias, or like obviously I know you said you didn't have much negative comments, but obviously the one here and there on the TikTok, is there anything you'd say to someone that would be like, just make sure you know this?
I'd probably say with TikTok, I think when I first got it, I just did everything that everybody else was doing, and it's so embarrassing, but I did like dancing videos, and as someone who can't dance, I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. So I'd probably say don't post anything that you don't do normally. Don't make out that you can do something that you're not comfortable with.
No matter how little or large your following is, you always face the risk of negativity on social media. As a generation, we are so obsessed with how we are perceived, it's always best to take caution before posting.